Hello, hi, good morning. We are back in Boston. Very excited to be here. I love my apartment. Today is going to be about productivity, how I get all my stuff done. I have a lot of stuff to do every day, so let's get into it. The first order of business was actually emails and coding, which I already got started on. So sorry I didn't take you with me for that. It's very boring if you don't like it like I like it. Next up is a run and a workout. So I'm gonna take you with me. Just to note this before I go, I do sit down in the morning to do my emails. I don't usually code in the morning. I don't usually get like scholastic work done. I usually say that for the afternoon, but I was excited today. I wanted to get it done, so I did. But I do wake up every day and I check my email, get the emails done, make sure that everything is done communication-wise so I can feel good about starting the day and going off on my own when I have to work out. Okay, this is the fit. We have a Halo headband, Sony headphones, my dad's old shirt for running, Lululemon shorts, and the Nike Wild Horse for the shoes. Major bummer, it's raining. I don't really want to put on all the gear and go outside today because I also have to lift, so we're just gonna go do it on the treadmill. We are back, very solid workout, just a couple miles on the run to get my feet under me. I'm still coming back from a little bit of sickness last week, so just getting back to running normally. The lift was pretty quick as well. I'm working on some muscle imbalances, but just kept it short and easy, and I'm feeling great. I actually do all my workouts really depleted, like no food in my stomach, as little as I can, in order to train myself to use more of my fat stores as an energy source, because I'm very anaerobically fit, meaning I recruit a lot of muscles very quickly, and I use a lot of glycogen stores and glucose in my bloodstream, but I don't use a lot of long-term energy sources like fat storage during my training. And I'm trying to make my body do that effectively. So that means I need to eat a ton right after, and this is a protein shake. I use Muscle Milk. This is a 6 Star Wars shaker bottle, so I'm thrilled with it. I'm gonna hop in the shower, then we can get back to work and talk about how I stay productive. We're back. I'm clean, I feel much prettier. I have some lovely iced Earl Grey tea. This stuff is awesome. Let's talk about productivity. Now, I am a full-time content creator, and the perception you probably have of that is that it's a very chill job. And you are absolutely right. It is chill because you can sort of be as busy as you want to be. I have very big goals for what I want to do with my content career, as well as a lot of other things that I'm doing, different projects I'm working on, so I end up being very busy because I'm trying to reach those goals. That is not at all me complaining. I love this. I like staying busy, I like being productive. I wouldn't have it any other way. When it comes to productivity, I've learned a ton both from my academic career and from the content. That's because the content isn't just fun stuff like talking to you, it requires a lot of business work too, which I've learned to love as well. Beyond just content, I'm also learning computer science, I'm writing, I'm doing some consulting work, I'm training for a half marathon. I'm able to excel at all these different things primarily because I always have a to-do list. This is where my whole productivity regimen starts, is by writing everything I have to do and blocking it out so I can get it done. I actually just do this on my phone. I'll show you the framework I use. So you should be able to see me typing. Hello. The first thing I do is I block it out by day, starting with Sunday. I simply just make bullet points for each task, go for a run, clean apartment, film a YouTube video. And as I go through the day, I check these off. These can be as granular or as big as I want them to be for that particular day. But getting them done and checking them off gives me a strong sense of accomplishment. There's a little vibration that I get whenever I do it that has become like a Pavlov response to me. Like I feel very happy when I check something off and my phone buzzes and I'm like, oh, it's awesome, I've done it. But that's not the whole story. Proper planning, having a to-do list, and checking those items off as I go is wonderful for me, but I need to have a game plan as to how I'm doing that. And this is something I learned about relatively recently, but it's called time blocking. It's something I've done subconsciously throughout my entire academic career as well as my career in content. And I've done it in a couple ways. When I have a very intense day or week, I'll actually write it out in my to-do list, the time block that I'll be doing something within. But for most days, I take it a bit easier. I just know in my head that from 7 to 9 a.m. I'll be working out, from 10 to 11 I'll be answering emails, whatever it may be. I like to have a general idea of when I'm doing things so I can plan out my day in accordance with them and make sure that I'm optimally positioned to get them done. I do think I should start writing it out more directly and having it all very explicitly stated. I think I'd be more efficient if I do that. So I'm planning to sit down this weekend and devise my own system for it, probably using an Excel type spreadsheet. The third thing I do to stay productive might not seem intuitive initially, but it's training. I find that when I work out in the morning in particular, doing it any time of day helps, but doing it in the morning especially, I am so much better set up to be productive the rest of the whole day. I think it's a combination of doing something, accomplishing it, getting out of the way, as well as the endorphins I get from training. It puts me in a very happy and productive space, and I'm very excited to start my day after that. Despite how regimented that may all seem, I'm very flexible with myself throughout all of it, and that's a key principle of how I stay productive. I sometimes find it hard to sit in one place or to focus on one task for a very long time. I've already changed camera angle a few times, I like to move around a lot. These things help me stay engaged. When it comes to tasks, I might be working on one thing and then have a great idea about something else I was doing, and I do a really good job of marking where I am at what I was doing previously and then moving over to accomplish what I wanted to do, the beautiful idea I had over here, get that done, and then go back to work. It's sort of a principle I learned from coding actually, where you can make notations about what you're doing and what you've done so far. If I have to stop to do something else, I always note where I am, note what I was doing, and make sure that I can pick up the train of thought right where I left it. The last thing that's very important to my productivity is actually something Jeff Bezos said. I didn't expect him to be very philosophical like this, but he described stress not as a feeling of having a lot to do, but a feeling of not doing what you know you need to do. Therefore, if I know I have something to do and I'm not doing it and I'm getting stressed about it, I just start working on it. Doesn't matter if it's outside the time block, doesn't matter if I should be going to bed, doesn't matter whatever it is, whatever the conditions are, if it's causing me stress and getting me distracted from other things, I get a little bit of it done so I can feel good about where I am and move forward. Or if it's a simple task, I just get it out of the way. Outside of just enhancing my own productivity though, I make sure that I take care of myself as a person away from all these things. I have this lovely weekly guided journal my mom gave me. It's called A Year of Zen. It's fabulous. It's kept me so relaxed. I meditate regularly. I'm certified in transcendental meditation. It's wonderful. I'm reading a few books like The Untethered Soul to help me stay on top of my personal development. And I do things for fun. The running is fun for me. My work is all pretty fun, but I also read like science fiction. I run a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. I try to enjoy myself as much as I can. That way I'm never depleted when I go to do work. I always feel very full of happiness and energy that I can bring to my content to hopefully share that energy with you. None of those things are inherently specific to content creation or anything that I do, so I hope that they can help in some way if you're looking for ways to be more productive. But I also hope that having that window into my life as a full-time content creator is interesting, because it's an interesting field. I didn't know it existed as a job until I started doing it. I'm hoping to make more of these videos for anyone who's interested in becoming a content creator or is doing it and wants some direction, because I've had a lot of interesting experiences. This past year I've been doing it, and I'm eager to share them. I am planning to do more vlogs soon. Today was like a half vlog, sort of, but I've not been getting out of the house much. I've had a lot to do. I've been traveling a lot. I'm now just getting reintegrated into my daily routine. So next week I'll come back with the vlog. That being said, thank you so much for being here with me. It's been a delight to talk to you. Please do like and subscribe, and as always, have a wonderful day.